said the income made them less anxious. More than half said it allowed them to continue their education.
See how this?
35% said they now felt more motivated at work.
Oh, I can share.
In 2017, Spain also tried this for Barcelona's poorest households, and they gave people almost $2,000.
I ain't sharing no screen. I just want to let people jump in.
Not much of an effect on people's willingness to work.
Let's see.
But people did report feeling an improvement in their mental health.
Let me turn this off real fast. Tease was good. Was good. Hey, it was good. I just want to see what people think about this little price. Little tolls they put in Manhattan. I heard there's gonna be some tolls where they gotta pay like $9 to get in and out the city. But yeah, good looking, show some love. Definitely, we need the hearts. The hearts actually get people good luck and thanks for the gift. I think the likes get people to join the live, so I appreciate that. Right. And I'm live on YouTube too. Tone, what's going on? What's good, Trisha? What's good, Parker? So if anybody got any opinions on what's going on in New York City with the guess they got new tolls in Manhattan where you got to pay to get into the city and not. Basically, I think they want you to take MTA, but I don't know how people feel about it. Thanks. Good looking for the life. Good looking for the love. They charge for I know. That's what I'm saying. New York charges for everything, bro. You know what I mean? And I think it's ridiculous. And they raising the price to the subway to $3, which is, to me, it's not a big difference. $2.90, $3. It's not a big difference, but everybody might not feel the same way. Sticks Lovely, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, okay. Teach you want to come up in here, or you good? You can jump on. Thanks everybody for joining. Anybody got any opinions? Just let me know. Because honestly, to me, that's why I don't really like working. I used to love working in the city. I don't even like working in the city no more. It's just too much. It's too much of a hassle. Especially on the weekends. The trains be horrible on the weekends. Like, seriously. Okay, thank you for joining, Tammy. How you doing? I don't know if anybody that from NYC or live in NYC, let me know how you feel. Oh, I accept. Word, so definitely people keep joining in. Tease was good.
What's poppin'?
Nothing. I was just curious on how people from New York felt about it. Like people that have to commute going back and forth, driving and whatnot. Looks like you got to pay a toll in the city just to be.
You got to pay a toll. You got to pay a toll to get in the city. You got to pay a toll to get in Queens. There's a lot of stuff.
They got one in Queens too.
These tolls here. Even when you take a cab now, you take a regular cab, they charge you the
I heard Uber
just to go through the boroughs.
But does that mean that Uber's gonna raise their prices because they got to pay the tolls, or Uber
automatically add the toll fees to your ride?
Wow.
Even now, if you go across the toll, they automatically add it to your ride.
Well, I only think I took an Uber like one time going from like New York to New Jersey. And now I ain't even pay no mind to the pay at that time. But damn, that's crazy. Yeah, so I'm just trying to see what people doing on here. It's snowing, but it ain't crazy. It's light. So I'm like,
look a mess.
It looks fine. I think it look a mess. Right. But I'm trying to see, let some people join in, see if people got opinions. I know a lot of people not even from New York, so they probably won't even know what I'm talking about.
Even when you be on here, you be gaming. I'll be like, Mac, you gotta find some engaging content. You gotta talk to the people about things they like to hear.
I took your example. That's why, because listen, I was at the same time I be streaming here. I be on Twitch too. I be playing the game, so I be streaming on there too. So I know that would conflict. That's why I'm like, nah, I'd rather do Twitch separately. And then
yes, because you will get way more engagement when you talk to the people here and you actually interact with them. You will get way more engagement rather than sitting there playing a video game. People come in and see you doing games and they'll just scroll past like,
I know. That's why I got to get the. I'm gonna get the little card where I can stream the game while I'm actually on live. I don't know why I ain't been by it, but I was so worried about everything else. But now I'm like, shit, I might as well get it now. So when I do live, I could just get on, play the game when I want to do that, because there be real stuff I be wanting to talk about. So
you got to bring that content, those topics, all of that right here, because people will talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I go live, but I don't really do much because, I think I'm tapped out with the lives. I've been going live for so long that I'm kind of like.
I think last month they gave me the notification that allowed me to go live. I couldn't go live on this. I was just putting in videos and stuff like that. When I seen that, I was kind of hyped for me to like you said, going live. I do that too a lot. So, but I was like, oh shit, I could go live on TikTok. All right, let me mess with TikTok.
Build your podcast right over here. These people will come in and talk to you.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's the idea I already got planned. I'm just it's the beginning of the year, so I'm just personally, I'm just getting every day to me. I'm not even looking at it like days now. I'm looking like every hour. I'm just trying to find a profitable way to do something now. So
I've been going live over here. I've been going live on YouTube, and YouTube I've been flexing on YouTube, and I don't even have to talk.
No, you know what's so crazy? I'm live on YouTube as well, so I know what you mean, and I don't know, like YouTube is kind of, I don't know, there's so much stuff going on right now. I don't even be expecting too much traffic on YouTube. I just be wanting to get my point across on whatever I'm talking about, and just to see people gonna comment or not. But I think I like TikTok more because it's more people that are.
I be scrolling through some of these TikToks, right? And I come across some of the real popular content creators, and I'm like, this is crazy. These people come over here and literally just do what they have fun doing and go viral, become like, pretty much have a celebrity status just from coming over here and being themselves. Some people did it trolling, some people did it through content, some people did it just going battles and talking to people and interacting with people and became popular. So it's easy to build over here. You just gotta do it.
Yeah, look, not to be saying I'm dumb late, but that Cooking with Kaya girl, look, I think she started from TikTok, right? Not to bring her up. I don't really know her content. I actually just see her content on Twitter, on X. I never really seen her on TikTok like that. So it was crazy when they was like, she blew out, like, oh, that's lit. But like from cooking, I was surprised about that too. But
listen, I was telling my cousin the same thing when she put her cooking videos up. She was getting a lot of, traction on her page. And I'm like, why did you stop? You was doing it so long. Even with me, when I first started doing all the streaming and stuff, I was getting a lot of people. And then if you're not consistent, it'll slow down.
Yeah.
But if you stay consistent and you just bring your content. It's guys that get on here and literally just be in the gym and they just say hi to people and the women just flood in there. So you just be yourself, just do what you do. Get up here and talk to the people. Make sure you try to just stay
in what you said, yeah, engaged, right? Stay engaged. No, you're right. And like I said, when you said that the other day, I really was like, you know what, she right. Like,
I was sitting here watching you, and I'm like, okay, Mac, I'm here to support you, but I'm ready to go because you ain't doing that. You're looking at the TV. You're not talking to me. You're not talking to the live. You're not, even though you know me personally. You know what I'm saying? It's still.
Yeah, it's still not. Yeah, it's not giving I should stay here and listen to whatever the individual
is saying.
Okay,
Mac, I came. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Let's scroll down. Go to somebody else who's interested, and now I'm sitting in here and I'm buying coins and I'm throwing gifts and I'm interacting. Then I go to some people who just sit in there. When I get to the people who's really not doing anything, I scroll past. I don't care if it's bots in your room. It could, because the more you talk, the more you interact, the more you in the screen, the more the algorithms will change the traction. People will come, they will be engaging. But if you just sit in here looking crazy, they're gonna be like,
yeah, trust me, I know. And like I said, at that time, I really wasn't stressing it. But like I said, maybe I need to take it more seriously, because I got a homeboy that's on here, and when I jumped on, he just came on, started sending gifts and all that, and I appreciated it because I know about his personal situation, and I know that when you show love, you get love back. So I appreciated that, and it just kind of made me feel like, I'm gonna start messing with it, because I see that even when I did the little TikTok with my daughter, like people would like hit me up saying like, first of all, people say, "Oh, nigga, you need to
I'm gonna tell you when you gotta go live. Me and you, we gonna go through Facebook because we gotta have a one-on-one. I'm gonna tell you when you gotta go live, and I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do. I promise you will be like, yo, my TikTok was slapping.
Yeah, because honestly, to God, like, it's so much stuff going on in the world right now. It's just, and I know it's people on here that they do that. They talk about current events and history and all that, blah blah blah. But I be feeling like people be doing it in a scholar way, like they don't be really trying to like
education as an educational channel.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have to do it that way, because
that's just their preference. It's your page, is your content. You choose what you choose to do, and most people find things. They've done other things. They just find something that people kind of gravitate to, and they stick with it.
Yeah, but I can't be mad at that, because if you want to make yourself known, I feel like you have to be consistent in a single thing. To me, now that I'm looking at life, because it's like the more you try to do multiple
things, you just gotta have personality. That's all it take over here. You don't have to be pretty. You don't have to be sexy. You don't have to be, show off a lot of skin. You just have to have a long personality. When you got personality, people will draw to you. In the beginning, of course, like any other live, it's gonna be slow. But you get to know people, and you build your page, and you just, do what you gotta do. You gotta be entertaining. Me personally, I get up here and I talk about my relationships. I talk about, cheating. I talk about I just talk about whatever comes to the top of my mind. You feel me? And sometimes people come in and they like, oh, it's kind of lit in here. Like, you mad funny, or you cool. The other day I was in a live and I was talking to a young lady situation, was just kind of like not where she wanted to be. But then when she started saying other things, like she offering to help in here, and she started saying other things, it started making me reevaluate how I looked at her. Now the conversation changed, because now we went from talking about, being in bad situations to people abusing, or people abusing help or entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Because it went from, sincerely lovely, it went from being like, oh, I'm in a bad situation and I need help, to, okay, well, we can offer as much help as possible, to, I want a man who I can lay up with type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it just had me like, people priorities and entitlement is ridiculous. So content, when you talk about certain things, people will stick around because they want to hear, they want to see, especially when it comes to like relationships, when it comes from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that women want to hear. We want to know, like, why do men do certain things? Why, when y'all in a relationship with certain types of women, do y'all do certain things? What type of things do y'all actually enjoy outside of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just talking.
Yeah, we randomly talking now, but
engagement.
I'm just engaging with the people, with the stars of this social media platform. But but I always say, like, right now, relationships right now, I don't know why people are, let me rephrase that differently. I don't know why people are still taking relationships so seriously without acknowledging that you have to let the other person, you have to see if the other person takes it seriously for you to take it seriously.
I mean, if you consider yourself in a relationship and you put that title, yeah, I'm in a relationship, why would you not take it serious? Now, if it's a friendship relationship or something like that, then yeah, you could be like, whatever. If y'all just dating, then there's a lot of things to take into consideration until y'all move into certain areas. But as far as like being in a relationship, a lot of people want to take it serious, especially if I feel like you're somebody I plan on spending the rest of my life. You know, we have to be on the same page. And if you're not there, then you need to, a lot of times people don't let their partners know that they're not on the same page. They kind of encourage this whole, I love you, I want to be with you thing. And then knowing deep down inside, they might not really do it.
I know, but that's the point I'm trying to make too. Like, I don't think people don't take people seriously. Like, I don't think people take people seriously at face value. Like, and I totally understand, because sometimes you're dealing with a person and you won't know that person until like 2-3 years into the fucking relationship. So, I came to the realization that you just look at everything like I look at everything like a friendship. Like, now, because
I just feel like people overlook the fact that there are stages when it comes to relationships. There's the friendship stage, then there's the dating stage, then there's the, the girlfriend stage, and then there's the fiance, then marriage. It's stages. And how could we be at level 2 or level 3, i.e. per se, we're dating, or we consider ourselves in a solid relationship? How could we do that if we haven't even met the expectations of level 1, which is friendship? Like, a lot of people just meet, automatically start dating, and then they go into this relationship, but they never really get to know each other as friends. So automatically, the relationship came with, expectations. Whereas when you know somebody as a friend first, you kind of get to know them and you kind of understand them, and they understand you. Y'all have your ups and downs and your differences. Y'all don't go through changes. Then when you realize, okay, this is a person I might be compatible with, then why not try dating? Most people would rather date somebody that they don't know versus somebody that they do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But don't you think it's harder to date people that you know?
Not me. My friends just act funny, so I ain't dating them because they be moving wacky. But if my friends was like, yo, let's go on a date, let's kick it, let's see where it could go, then let's try it. If it don't work, if it seems like it's not something where we both giving enough attention to, then that's completely fine for us to just go back to being normal friends. Whereas when you do that with somebody that you're not a friend with and things don't go right, y'all ends up arguing, or like, oh, fuck out of here. I was talking to this nigga and such, or I was talking to the shorty and she turned out to be a bozo. Whereas if you get to know this person on a friendship level, then you could coexist with them.
Well, yeah, but I always say, just because you can be good friends with somebody, don't always mean you could be in a good relationship with them.
Because people change. When you start thinking, when you put a label on certain things,
people change. That's a fact. And that's why
people overlook those labels and say, listen, before anything, that's still my friend. Before anything, that is my people. Then the relationships might be a little bit more solid.
Yeah, no, I think that's a true statement in the aspect that you said that in. I just feel like you said, people tend to date people they don't like. I don't know, because I always see this where a female have like a male friend that's he's like a regular dude, just cool, but it's just sometimes I feel like women don't like guys that are too nice. And I don't know, because I hate saying nice. I know nice is too simple of a word, but it's like,
that's not true. Most of the time, the nice guys are in relationships or too timid to reach out to talk to the girl, the female, or the female might feel the same way guys be feeling. Like, my way of life might not, be up to his expectations. So I don't want to put myself in a situation and get shot down. But how would you know what's going to work for you if you never gave it a try?
Yeah, trust me, I be saying that too, but
it's okay. The problem is that people don't know how to say it's okay to let go. It's okay to try something and then say this doesn't work for me and go back to being friends. It's okay to do that, but some people don't know how to. They don't know how to transition from one stage to the next. So it always causes a problem. Just because we did not work in a relationship does not mean that you are my friend any less than you would have been when we were sleeping together. What changes is the fact that we are no longer intimate.
Well, for a guy, I personally wouldn't know. Like, I don't think I would have if I was friends with a female and then we got intimate and then we felt like it wasn't working, I wouldn't dislike her anymore, anything like that.
Exactly. I've never been intimate with a man where we're not still friends besides this one. Other than that, and it's not like we couldn't have been still friends. If his situation wasn't the way it was, the way it is, we would have still been friends. We just would not been together, but we still would have been speaking. We still would have been cordial. I've never dealt with a person that I'm not still completely cordial with, where I can't walk up to them and be like, hey, how you doing? How's the family? I know no guy that I've ever dated, I'm in a situation where it's like that. Now,
but don't you think that's based on how?
We still remain friends. The ones that I wasn't friends with, we still remain friends. It's just a level of understanding. A lot of people are so selfish and so simple-minded that they just can't get over certain things. We might have not been good to each other, but sometimes you have to forgive and you have to move forward.
Right, but the thing I noticed the most about relationships when they start deteriorating and stuff like that, I feel like when a woman, like a guy can notice when a woman is not into him no more. And
a woman just the same. We can tell when y'all not into us just the same.
Right, but I always feel like that happens when a situation, like an emotional situation happens, and because a lot of
women been with you for a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah.
And in the beginning things seem like cool. And then time goes by and she's looking for emotional support in certain areas, and it just seems like every time certain situations come up, you veer away from those. If it becomes certain things start to become pattern-like, it'll just be like, you know what, this is just this person. It doesn't work for me. I need to move on. It doesn't necessarily mean that we can't still coexist without looking at each other like this person.
Yeah, but so why is there so much of that then? Because I hear what you're saying with the people don't have to be so so when they're not dealing with each other, but from our from personal upbringings, I feel like we done seen where you can see niggas with each other all the time. They inseparable, and then you see them arguing on the block and shit, and now you're like, yo, what the fuck happened? Like it happens. So I always try to figure.
Everyday challenges creates chaos in your relationships. Prime example: if me and you walking down the block as a couple, and a woman tries to talk to you, that's gonna put a strain on our relationship. Whereas if you wasn't in a relationship, and that same woman would have tried to talk to you, whether you reacted to her or not, it wouldn't put a strain on a relationship because our relationship don't exist. Things like bills, responsibilities, things that I would normally take on by myself, because now I'm in a situation with a partner and we live together, I feel like this person should be helping me or should be obligated to help me with half. And that person might feel totally different. They might feel like, well, this is your crib. You was doing it before I got here. Why I got to pay bills now? So things like that, little simple things that literally can be sat down, talked about and discussed, and actually some kind of median can be met, be the reason why a lot of people break up cheating. Your man went out, he cheated on you. Now you're like, oh, I can't deal with this. He's a cheater. I'm over it. Nobody ever really sits down to figure out what triggered it, what caused it, what's the problem, like what the root of the problem come from. If we could get to the root of the problem, then maybe we can fix it. And if we get to the root of the problem and it's something we can't fix, then we need to come to the understanding that we're just different. This doesn't work for us to be together. It doesn't mean that we can't still be friends, or not even so much be friends. We don't have to be buddy, but it doesn't mean that we can't be cordial.
No, I agree, but But I'm just saying, from my knowledge of relationships, I personally just be feeling like when a female get bored, that's it. Like,
and the same thing when a nigga get bored, first thing he do is go cheat.
nah, but I be, cause I tend to feel like a woman will accuse a man for cheating, even if he's not cheating, just because they so used to his pattern. Like,
sometimes a woman may have been cheated on so many times,
right?
That her mind automatically goes to, if a person is not giving me this type of attention, or if they're not attentive in these areas, then it's obvious that they have somebody else. But that's not always the truth. Sometimes people just got other things going on. We're all individual people. Just because we're in a relationship don't mean I expect you to be up my ass. There are times where you're going to go and do things on your own. There are times where you're going to go through things that I might not even understand. So you should be allowed that space without being burdened with the thought of, oh, this person is out there doing this, that, and the third. But if you're a person who have been caught out there for doing something and it's a pattern, something that you are known for doing, what do you expect your partner to feel?
Right, I know, but it got to be some form of trust. I feel like it's a form of trust issues in the black community, because
it's not just black people, it's all people.
No, because look, and I only said it like that because I want to use an example with the athletes, like the athletes. I noticed that majority of the black athletes seem to, and maybe they just fall in love, whatever the case may be, but they always seem to marry a woman outside of their race, right? And I'm like what?
But why does that matter? See, that is an issue right there. That the fact that people even look at it like that. How do you end racism if people keep comparing and contrasting what other people do? No, you love who you love. It doesn't matter what race, shape, color, size. We are all human beings. There's only one race, which is the human race. We're all human beings. You're entitled to love who you love. It doesn't matter if the person is black or brown or whatever. The reason why we are the way we are is because of segregation, because we were conditioned to think poorly. But if we change the way we think and condition the way we live, we don't have to worry about stuff like that.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not saying
as a whole, as the people as a whole, like athletes being married to different races, or women who prefer white men, or black men who prefer other races. It doesn't really matter to me. A woman is a woman. It doesn't matter if she's light-skinned, dark-skinned, Spanish, black, white. It doesn't matter. A woman is still a woman to me.
No, a woman is still a woman to me too. I have no problems with it. I just
when I think about race and how people elevate, and sometimes it's not so much that they go to a white woman. Sometimes it's just that they go closer to what is in their social status. Who wants to be with somebody who is not capable of helping them build?
But okay, yeah, right. Like, understandable like that, but you think black women are able to help black men build, right?
To a certain extent. But if she's not doing nothing for herself to build, right?
Yeah.
She don't have anything to fall back on. You know how hard it is to come up out the ghetto when you don't really have much? So now you get with this man and he has a lot. You depending on his resources to get you out in order for you to get on your feet to be able to build, which means he has to lose in order to be able to gain. Some people don't want to lose. When they work their whole fucking life just to get a little bit ahead, they don't want to lose. So they'd rather be with somebody who's in the same financial category or social status. It has nothing to do with race.
So you think it's more of a business decision than a love decision?
Look at all these girls that sit out here and talk about, oh, I need a nigga with a bag and he got to have this. That's business for them. That's not relationships. Relationships is about building. You can have nothing, I can have nothing, but if we choose to be together and build something, then we start from the ground. Those are relationships. But if I come to you with nothing and I'm looking at you like I need you to have this in order for me to be at this certain standpoint, that's like a business deal.
I get it, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying in the same aspect of like, that's what I'm saying. The love for for people is kind of different now.
Love is a feeling. Feelings are temporary. You could be happy right now and then go be sad. You could be in love and then be out of it. So feelings, emotions are temporary and they are conditional. They can change at any given point in time. So love is not what people should be basing things on. It should be based off of trust, commitment, respect. Those things are what people, the values that people put together to determine what love in a relationship is.
Right. So you, all right, by the statement you said, so you think that these athletes trust women outside of their race more than the women in their race?
It's not about, no, absolutely not.
You just think it's like, because it's a business decision when you would say that, because
it's a social thing. If you are not on a certain social status, and if I'm on a high social status and you are a freaking nobody.
Right.
Now I'm about to make you somebody, and in the process of you becoming somebody, if you don't like the somebody that I am, you might go out your way to tear me down. But if I'm somebody and you already somebody, we ain't got to worry about that. That's the last thing that we concerned with.
Right.
And it's not so much that Black women are not capable. It's just that when you think of social status and the way the world has been designed, how many Black women are literally out here and financially set to where they don't have to depend on a relationship? It's not a lot.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. So, not because I look, I love Black women. You feel me? So I don't like. I'm not. I be trying to feel like our women is just as smart and intelligent and.
We are all the same. It ain't no different between her, me, them. The only difference is that some of us have, because since the beginning of time, the way the world was set up, we have been forced into certain areas, demographics, and those demographics have conditioned the way we live. If it had not been for those things, all of us would be considered equal and on a fair level. But it is not like that. That is not how the world works. So until we can break the barriers, this is just what we get. It has nothing to do with race. Sometimes it is a race thing because some people have been conditioned to think that Black women are just over irrational or erratic or whatever, gold diggers, whatever. But then on another aspect, there are some people who have been conditioned to be taught that white women are the same, that they're going to use a Black athlete, and then once their things don't go, then here goes the legal terms and the child support and all the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's really no different. A woman is a woman.
Yeah, you're right.
The thing is, what do you like? What do you prefer? That's the problem. People so busy worried about somebody's personal preference. This is not a personal preference. Is not a race thing. That is a personal preference. That's like I like blue, you like red. So I'm supposed to feel a ways about you because you like red.
Right.
I'm supposed to say, oh, what type of brother is he that he like red?
No, I totally understand. I totally understand what you're saying.
We're not speaking about race when you do black and white. We're speaking about color. Color and race is totally different.
Right.
It's only one race, the human race. Anything else is the ethnicity.
That's true. That is true. You're right. And yeah, that's why to me it was just a more of a curiosity thing, because I really didn't like. And it was like I think it must have been like they did like, they showed, basically I think I seen something where a guy had, he proposed to his girl at his football game, but then a girl that he was dealing with ended up like putting something in media that she was with him like a week before, this and that. Now, which the woman that he proposed to was a white woman, and the woman that said whatever the scandal was a black woman. So it was just like.
So because it was a white woman, it was a big deal. But if he would have met another black woman, and that black woman would have treated him the same way that white woman treated him, and he would have said, well, this is who it is, would it have been the same type of energy?
I don't think so. Of course
it doesn't make a difference to me. If you got left, you got left. It doesn't matter who he leave you for. You got left because of your situation with him. It had nothing to do with that other woman. Why is her race or anything of his preference any of your business?
Right.
What you be working on is the reason why your relationship ended and fix you so that you don't make the same mistakes with the next person.
Yeah, I don't think she made a comment towards the woman. I'm not 100% sure.
But it was a big deal that he left and he ended up marrying a white girl.
Yeah, right. Like the social media made it a big deal, so it was kind of
free to marry whoever he wants to marry.
I agree. I totally agree. And that's the thing too, because do you think we have a high percentage in marriage in the Black community right now?
We got a lot of marriages.
There's a lot
of us that are legally married. It's just that our marriages may have not worked, so you don't know about our marriages.
Right.
We might be separated or whatever the situation may be. But Black people get married just as much as white people.
Yeah. No. I could totally agree to that because I've been to a lot of weddings in general. So I see the diversity. Shoot, I know that's possible, but look.
The difference be that certain couples go through things and they keep their private life private. So we never really know what they're going through. When we see them, we always see them as a happy couple and we see them together for long terms and whatever. We see them as being happy because what they go through behind closed doors and they work on the problem and they correct it. They fix it instead of continuously bickering. It has nothing to do with race. Some people just know how to shut up and let things happen and go with the flow. Other people just always constantly want to be rebellious. And when you've been treated a certain way and always undermined your whole entire life, you tend to grow up with those type of feelings and those type of reactions to things. Most of us are just products of our environment. It has nothing to do with whether we're Black or white.
No, I get it because I heard somebody say one day, like, people don't believe that people don't believe that people can be as good as they're capable of being. Like basically saying that I can be treating you nice as hell. You still feel like he got another side that's like
everybody does. Every person is capable of harming just as much as they're capable of loving.
Right. But do you think? It's a choice. Yeah. Do you think that's
It's a choice.
It's a choice to what? To believe a person?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a choice to believe a person. It is a choice to watch a person's actions. You literally could meet somebody and could care less about how good of a person they are or how bad of a person they are because you have no intentions on knowing them.
True. That's very true.
But you care about people when you be in a business, when you know them. The more people think they know you, the more they are judgmental or nitpick how you're supposed to live your life. The less people know you, the less they care. They don't really worry about if you're a good person or a bad person because that's not really none of their business, nor is it their problem. A lot of people, right now, what social media is doing is opening the doors for everybody to be a people's personal business. And it's opening the doors for another sin, which is judgment. We are not supposed to be judgmental. All to do is open the doors for people to be judgmental. Yeah. People have been going through ups and downs in relationships since the beginning of time, just like homosexuality has been here since the beginning of time. But the more social media and people drag it and advocate for it, the more of a big deal it becomes. The less we talk about it, the less people care.
Right, that's true. You're right. So you think people make things big, like?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like an artist. If I'm an artist and I got a label behind me, they could put me on a shelf and I could just sit there, or they could put my music out and I could have no promotion behind it. And I just be an artist, maybe have 100 plays. Or you could literally advertise and turn me into a big deal. And now you got hundreds of thousands of people following just because what? Because of an image, because you made me seem like it was more glorious than what it is. The reason why people do not look for love no more is because people do not glorify love anymore. People are so busy talking about you a hater. These people hating on me. Oh, she's shady. Oh, she jealous. Is no more. Oh, I love your hair. When people do give you compliments now, people frown upon it.
Yeah,
that's the reason why love seems like it's dying. It's not that it's not there. It's just not glorified.
Yeah, it's not glorified. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Nah, that's 100% true. That's 100% true. But I don't know.
If we start going back to making a big deal about our relationships, you will see more people wanting to have relationships, more successful relationships.
But you think that energy could come back?
Things like real love. Then you will start seeing the youth start looking forward to that as they get older. Yes, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, but I also want to be married and have children and have a happy life. But we don't promote that. All you see now is people being miserable. Oh, my baby mother ain't shit. Oh, my baby father ain't shit. Oh, me and my husband just got a divorce because he wants this and I want that and we just didn't work out well. No, like that's everything right now. So this is what the kids have to look forward to. Is breaking up. So in their minds, it's like, why break up when I don't have to be together?
Yeah, that's so true. Hell yeah, I think you just summed it all up just now, because personally, that's how I think how it is too. Like, there's no urgency for love. So now that the kids don't see it, it's just like it's gonna be another cycle of stuff. Cause look,
heartless people.
Yeah.
The more time goes, the more heartless people gonna become. If love is not being displayed on a higher scale. If everything is about being angry and lashing out and fighting back and getting your big back, it's never gonna be about love. Instead of us having race rallies, us versus them, it should be more of us coming together to procreate and, present this image that it's okay for us to be okay.
Yeah, right. It is okay to be okay. That's a fact. It's definitely okay to be okay.
Some people just can't stand the fact that other people are happy with their lives.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like that.
If you ask me, I think that's where slavery came from. I think it came from people seeing people happy with their lives, free, happy, and unbothered, and wanting to have what they have, and because they can't have it, they choose to control it. That's where it all comes from. It's from jealousy and envy. It was never about a black versus white. It was always about y'all too love each other too much. Y'all too happy. Somebody basically came in and said, I don't want to see y'all happy. Because they wasn't happy.
Now, that's a very good hypothesis, because it makes a lot of sense. Because you know what's so crazy? I know we know a lot about slavery and stuff, but I know it's a lot of history that we don't know nothing about in between that time. So it'd be like, that's another tough subject on its own. Like, outside of just, it all stems down to why the black community is the way it is now, but it's still like, damn, like, can you be mentally fucked up so bad that generations still fucked up?
Yes.
Like, can't fix that shit.
Some people do not know how to break the cycle. It is still the same way it is still white people out here that will get upset with a black person and go out their way to call them a nigga. It is black people out here who go out their way to say cracker, and it's never gonna stop as long as people harbor bad energy. If you look at a person like that's just a person, it slowly but surely will just fade out. One of the greatest things about living in New York City, born and raised in New York City, that's as long as I've been here, as long as I've been on this planet, this city has been integrated. So it was always normal for me to see other races without,
feeling away. Facts. But
in some places where people don't come from that, where people still to this day are separated.
Yeah.
And when they see other races, it's just like, what is going on? Like, why is the world changing? Some people just are not used to change, don't want change, and won't accept it no matter how much the world changes in front of them. They still don't accept it.
Yeah, and that's I think we call those NPCs or some shit like that. I think that's what they call them. But for the most part, man, like New York is to me, like I love New York to death, but it's a strange place because
this is the best place in the world.
It is. Don't get it twisted. I know that, but it's you know what it is. It is, but it's not what it was. Like I don't feel like it is what it was anymore. Like the feel is completely different to me, and I just move accordingly with everything anyway. But I be looking like I remember some days I used to be like, nigga, I'm happy I'm in New York. I don't want to be nowhere else. Now I be always wanting to be somewhere else. Like, and I'm not.
I want to be other places, but it's only because I've been here so long. I know as much as I need to know. I want to be familiar with other people's shit as much as I'm familiar with home.
Right, like, and I ain't gonna lie, I felt like I just feel. I know I feel what everybody else feel. Like,
look, I love my city, but this city is one of the biggest scams in the fucking world.
Thank you. Like, yeah, like it's just scam station. Like,
they glorify New York. They make you come here, especially for tourists. You come here, you spend all these thousands of dollars, and you come here with all these big bags of money, and you have these people here so greedy that they just take, and then they force our cost of living to go up to cater to people
that's not even from here.
Who think that this is a rich city. This city might be rich in certain things, but as far as like mentality, it's a lot of poor mentalities here. A lot of people don't do nothing but work all day to pay bills and go back the following week to do it all over again. It's nothing happening here.
You know, it's gonna be my next subject too. That my next topic. That's crazy you said that just now. Cause, yo, I really feel like they're committing a form of slavery in these workforces now. Like, and like I said, that's why I want to do it as a topic because I don't want to speak on it because of my experiences alone. I want to hear other people's experiences because.
Look at this. New York City has so many jobs that start at minimum wage. There's so many people here who can only afford to work those minimum wage jobs, but yet minimum wage is not enough to survive.
Yes.
So you're working and you still can't afford to live.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And it's so bad that it's not only the people like even people, because I don't even know what's the.
But look, that goes back to relationships in New York City. Why people are looking for other people who are financially stable.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, because you have no choice. Like,
because if you can't help yourself, how the hell you going to
help somebody else? Yeah, and that could be another. So wait, with that, with what you said just now, do you think the way relationships is to us, well, maybe to me, let me just say to me, is based on the way New York City is?
Yes.
Okay, I could take that. I could definitely take that. Because
if people in New York had more time to stop and smell the roses, relationships would matter. We don't have time to do that. And if a person is not with us at this point to help us survive, then we don't feel the need to have them around.
No, I could totally agree with that. That's definitely an agreeable statement. You know what I mean? And that's why I said it. It's messed up because it's easy.
Look how hard it is to date here. Niggas don't even want to take you on a date because just to go out, sometimes you got to spend $100, $200 just to go on a regular date. Take a person to a decent restaurant. I say a fancy restaurant, but something decent. And in movies or whatever you choose to do. Let's say the average date dinner movie. You're gonna spend at least $100, just a little more than $100 just to cater to that one date. And you work for 8 hours a whole day just to be able to make what you spend in that
time, right?
Like, I can't afford to really do the things that I want to do or show somebody else something because I'm too busy struggling to take care of myself. So it's hard.
Nah, that's totally agreeable. Like, and you saying a little over 100 is being generous because like females be want to eat, boy. Like
some females, because I'm simple. You know me.
I know you simple. I know you simple.
Daytime, do the 2 for $17.99.
Right. You will work with a nigga. I feel you, and that's why I always tell you you're a very rare woman to me. Like
There's not a lot out here though. It's girls that want lobster, and then after they go with lobster, something they want to go to Benihana's. They want to. You can't take them to a regular movie. You gotta take them somewhere plush. They want to go to the finest restaurants. They want to sit in the best clubs. They want to order the best drinks. $300. They want to go to clubs and order bottles at $300 a bottle. I'm sorry. But if I worked all week to make this $300, there's no way I'm going to trick it off on you, and you're not somebody I'm building with. Now, you're somebody I'm building with. Now, if we're going on a regular casual date, fine. We could go to dinner and a movie or whatever. But as far as me spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on you, you got to be somebody that I know we're building, because I need that money to come back. How are we supposed to survive after this date? How am I supposed to pay my rent? If I spend $2,000 on you on one date, take you shopping, buy you food, take you get your hair and nails done, do all this stuff on you in one day, then what about tomorrow? What about the week after? What about the following month when you want those things again and I can't afford it? Then now you don't want to be bothered.
I know, and that's my thing, because in my opinion, I don't think women I really don't think women care about I don't be thinking they care about that shit, son.
But I do, because why? Because I'm in a situation where I have to budget and I have to watch how I spend and I have to take care of my responsibilities. So if I'm struggling day by day and I work every day, and if I'm going through it just to be able to give out, why would I not think another human being situation might be just as hard as mine?
Listen, I know, trust me, because I'll be trying to tell them.
Because people present themselves like that. These guys want to come outside all flashy, looking like this, driving these $100,000 rentals and all this, making these girls believe that they just have it like that. And the same thing with these women. They come outside, makeup on, wigs on, shoes, everything to attract the opposite sex, to give them this incentive that they are somebody or of some type of standard. But when it all comes off, you're just a regular person, just like everybody else.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I'm saying, so you feel like it have to be a limit to how much you should impress an individual, because that's how I'm looking at it now. I'd be like, I can't even come out with nothing crazy. I gotta come out regular, so I can meet a regular person. We can do regular.
I feel like if you're regular, if you're clean, well dressed, well put together, regular isn't enough for somebody. If you have to go out your way to impress them, then that's not somebody that you should want to be with, because you're always gonna have to go out your way to impress them. You're always gonna have to top what you did before. Whereas if you come to them humble, the little things matter. The little things will be appreciated way more than a person who come and say, look, I got this and I got that. If you tell me you got $1 million and you got this and you got that, when you trick it off, it don't mean nothing to me. But if you tell me you work a 9 to 5 and you humble and you trying your hardest to get by, when you do something for me, I'm going to appreciate it more, because I know how hard you work for it, in comparison to a person who just got it to give it away.
I get it. Totally, I get it. You know what I mean?
But there are some women out here who don't think like that. There are some women who live in a TV world just like the guys. They want to have the best cars, the best clothes. They want to have the best relationship with a person who looks like a certain way, but yet the people don't really live up to their expectations. So image is not important to me. Money is not important to me. What is important is if we want those things out of life, how hard are we willing to work together to get those things and maintain those things?
Yeah, see, man, that's a rare statement, So I just be like, man, I don't know. My fault. Hold on. Oh, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, that's how you know it's a good statement. But well, right now, I feel like
as long as I've known you and everybody else around me, and I try to tell y'all, I'm different. Why you think that man went the way that he went when we broke up? Because he know for a fact it's never going to be nobody that's going to do the things that I did. Yeah. That's going to go out their way the way that I did. That's going to tolerate some of the things that I did. But I did those things because when you want a relationship that is going to work, sometimes you have to accept that the person that you are dealing with is who you are dealing with. You can't expect them to be somebody they're not. So if I accept you for you, I accept you to accept me for me, and then things will be a lot smoother. But if you lie to me, oh, I'm not this type of person, and I'm not gonna do this, and I'm not gonna do that, then I'm gonna go off of those expectations. And when you let me down, I'm gonna feel like this is a failed relationship. But if we don't go in with expectations and we just keep it a buck, like, listen, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, with all the extra stuff, this is how I am. You know, I'm pretty basic. I'm a minimalist, like I do things to the minimal. But if we decide we want to have a good time or whatever, we'll see how it goes. You have to build. If you're not with somebody to build and to have things be easier, it's supposed to, when you're in a relationship, that your partner, it should be there to help make things easier.
Yeah.
If it's not that, if you're not happy, things are not easier, things are harder, things seem more complicated, you're more frustrated than what you would be if you're on your own, then I wouldn't suggest to be in a relationship. But if you're with somebody who goes out their way to try to make things easier for you, things as simple as not having to come home and cook for yourself, things as simple as not having to worry about your partner cheating on you, things as simple as, well, damn, I don't have to go pay somebody to do my hair. Little things like that be important to people who really need that help. But then there's people out here who just completely selfish. They could care less what you need, what you want, and only care about what they could get from you.
Yeah. You know, that's usually how
that this person is like that if you are not friends with them.
Yeah.
Because you know your friends. You know which one of your friends ain't about shit.
Yeah. That's the truth. That's yeah. If you're paying attention.
So it all goes back to, sometimes you gotta get to know a person. Sometimes you gotta be friends with a person. Sometimes you gotta feel like, damn, you know, this person would make a good partner for me, and then go forward. Like, let's give it a try. You don't have to say, oh, you know, I really like you and I've been like you for a long time, so let's deal with each other. No, you can say, listen, it's something about you that I'm attracted to, and I feel like you would be a good partner for me. Would you like to try, you know, maybe date it and then see how it go from there? This way, if it don't work, y'all have an understanding that it was just a trial. If it works, more power to you. If it don't, then you don't have to stress about, damn, this didn't work, now I'm gonna lose my friend. No. Learn how to communicate so that things don't go left. People just do things off the wall because they want to own somebody. Once you put a title on it, now people want to be oh, that's my property. I'm not property, I'm a human being.
Yeah, that's number one. Trust me.
So we start to learn how to treat each other better, communicate a little better, and be friends, have some type of understanding before we actually start sleeping with each other. Then it's different.
Yeah, I get it. But shit, like I said, right now, me personally is like, nah, I don't really think the aspirations of, because it's just not this, like you said, if it's based on what it's based on now, first of all, you got to go at it completely different because of what it is. So I don't know. Like I said, life right now in terms of that is like you just need to.
People gotta stop lying to themselves. Stop telling yourself that you don't want a relationship when you really do. You go into this girl house and you sleep with her all the time and y'all doing things for each other, but you don't want to play much. Stop lying to yourself. Just admit to yourself that there's some things you want and some things that you don't want.
Because I think, like you said with the labels, I think because when some people feel like, because once you just say that you're in the relationship, it's like.
But then when you don't put certain labels, then it opens the door for a lot of wickedness. Then people go, now you sleeping with all these multiple people. Now here go diseases, here go babies with unclaimed fathers and all kind of other stuff. Sometimes you do have to be like, listen, we might not be at a certain stage in our relationship, but we're in a relationship. It might not be the relationship you want it to be, but right now we're building.
Yeah, but like I said, that's because it's
like a probation period. You gotta let people know, like, listen, I'm feeling you, but you know, I've suffered bad trauma in my life, and I have to learn how to trust, and we have to build. So until I get to that level, then we are what we are. When we get to that level, then we'll change. And then one day y'all sit down and have that conversation. But if y'all just messing around for years and years and years, the girl obviously realized that you ain't never going to be serious about her, eventually she's going to walk away.
Yeah, true. Cause like I said, I didn't see relationship that nigga didn't even know people was in, and be like, people make it seem like they have to do that to protect their relationship. So it's like,
Yeah, because sometimes, like I said, when people think they know, they get messy.
Yeah, right. So that's why
I'm the type of person, I used to always come straight out, tell everybody everything. They used to be like, oh, why you told these people we messing around and that? And I'm like, watch this. After a couple of months of once everybody figured it out and it was out there, you came to them with the, oh, you know, so-and-so mess around. They like, so? It didn't really matter. It wasn't a big deal. But when you keep things, especially things that shouldn't really be a big deal, when you keep them a secret, you...
Hello? Yo? Oh, your camera went out? Oh, man. Maybe her phone died or something. But you know what? That thought, I'll be back with y'all, man. I love y'all for joining. Show some love. I'm definitely going to be back on in a little bit. See what happened to tease. Ooh. I'm out, YouTube.